Hello, welcome to another episode of SLAB Talk, and today I'm talking about Yellow Label 6 series. Something that are fairly difficult for some people to understand. There are definitely a huge following of the Yellow Label. Some people love Yellow Label, and some people just absolutely hate it because they felt that it defaced the book. I understand both sides, okay? Because sure, I understand the love for chasing signatures of creators existed even in the 60s. Okay, that's why where we see a lot of older signature from Jack Kirby or Gil Kane or even Stan Lee on many interior of the book. So fans has always wanted to have signature. It's not something new. The anyone that have this notion that somehow getting a signature from a famous person is something recent need to get their head checked. It's not new. It's always been there. It's just how the hobby views signature and how the grading company accept handwriting on the cover is something that's not defacing. It's like I have a different video talking about grading standards of grading company compared to Overstreet when it comes down to writing on the covers, but that's for another time. For myself, I'm not a huge fan of Yellow Label. I have two Yellow Label, and here is I have two Yellow Label, and here is one. This is one I sent out myself to a company that handle signature from Stan Lee. I'm not thrilled with the signature. This was done, let's see, when was this done? Wow, time flies. Okay, time flies, because in my head before I sit down for this video I thought, oh, maybe this was done 3 years ago. No, longer. This was done October 11, 2013. Okay, it's what's neat is that there is a Jack Kirby signature on the splash page, but on the label, as you can see, it does mention a little blurb about Jack Kirby written on first page in marker. Okay, but look at the Stan Lee signature. Not a fan of the thick marker. Can barely read the word Stan Lee there, but it is what it is. And I have mentioned this idea that I had this idea about how to improve the Yellow Label. I have mentioned to a few people, it's not going to be an idea that make millions or billions or anything like that. But if I was a grading company, I would offer this for many people, because one of the silly thing is slabbing a book for Yellow Label or Red Label or whatever it is, where the signature is in the inside. You can't see it. Okay, sure, it says right here that Kirby is written on the inside, but I can't enjoy it ever unless I crack out this book. So over the years, after I slapped this book and had it in my collection now for the past few years, I'm just like, it's a cool item, but at the same time, I'm kind of sad that I cannot look at the Jack Kirby beautiful signature inside. So I had this idea, and I brought this up to a few people. But I understand why it's not a huge concept, okay? And this idea, I believe, will solve all the problem. All the problem. Here's a book I have. Okay, it's a completely water damaged book. I had it long ago. I bought it because it has Jack Kirby's signature. Jack Kirby's signature, the water damage must have happened before well, the signature was there before the water damage, because once the book was water damaged, you can see part of the ink transfer over to this side of the cover. But years later, I have a friend that went to a convention and stood in line and get me this signature. So I have Kirby and Stan. I would never submit this book for grading because there's no point. Okay, I enjoy it as it is, but the idea that I have for those that want to have the cake and eat it too is you can have 6 in the inside without defacing the cover. With today's technology, surely CGC or CBCS can find a way to lift the signature, Photoshop it, or digital, do some. I'm no digital wizard, okay, but with my limited skills, this is what I was able to do quickly in 5 minutes. I don't have time for waste. But as you can see, so why not offer a service for those that want that has signature in the inside the book and want it SLAB? Why not create a service where they pay more, say $10 more, and you have this, the signature superimposed on the yellow label. Okay, and that solves all the problem in the world. Going forward, people that don't want to have their book defaced, at the same time want their favorite creator signature, can have the creator sign in the inside, and then pay a little extra for CGC to put the signature on the label like this. Look at this. I would love it to have this, to have a book with the signature inside and the signature superimposed on the label. That will solve all the problem in the world. If you don't want to deface your book and still want the signature and still want it in a SLAB, there you go. That's my solution. Like I said, it's not going to be an idea that make millions, but I have mentioned this to a few people over the past 2 or 3 years. I brought it up like, I have an idea that I'm pretty sure will work, but who cares, right? Anyhow, thanks for watching. Until the next video. Bye-bye.